This proposal was sold as a way to help troubled students by opening an alternative high school in Excelsior Springs.
But it may only be helping a school board member's bottom line. Investigator Melissa Yeager shows us this isn't the first time the district faced allegations of conflicts of interest.
We had a lot of questions about why the district handed a lease worth $90,000 to its own board member. So we went straight to the board to ask. Right now, it's an empty storefront on Jesse James Road, but the Excelsior Springs School Board wants this building to house a program for troubled students. The person who owns the building also owns and works at this pharmacy right across the parking lot, school board member Matt Hartwig. His signature is on this proposal to lease the building to the school district. The cost, $32,000 a year for 3 years. In October, without public notice or an open bidding process, the board accepted the lease, which concerns taxpayers like Ken Fosick.
It seemed like there was a little bit of self-interest with a member of the school board being one of the bidders.
The 41 Action News investigators started asking the district questions about the deal. The very next day, Hartwig submitted an email to the board withdrawing the bid. We made repeated attempts to talk to Hartwig and District Superintendent Dr. Lacey about the deal. But Lacey told us by email there would, quote, be no interview. You are not a mediator. I am, however, a reporter working on behalf of taxpayers to find out how their money is being spent. And I think it's important for the board to address two issues, and I hope you'll do so during that part of this meeting. So we went to the school board meeting where the board was supposed to vote to retract the lease and posed our questions during open comment. Missouri state law states no board member shall sell, rent, or lease any property to the district without public notice. We saw a lot of whispering between board members, but no one answered our questions. However, Hartwig's brother Scott did speak up.
They didn't have to, contrary to what the lady mentioned. They followed policy. They basically didn't have to have a competitive bid.
He's part owner of the property and the other signature on the proposal. And we were surprised when he then asked the board to ignore his brother's email and keep the lease.
We all agreed that we would like to retract that letter and basically have consideration for the property that was proposed and unanimously approved last month.
With the only discussion coming again from whispers between Lacey and the board president.
In light of recent developments from this evening, I'm going to ask for a motion to table F1.
The board voted 4-1 to table the measure and in essence move forward with the lease. In an email, Lacey said he believes he did act in compliance with board policy. However, as we just pointed out, that doesn't trump Missouri state law. This isn't the first time the district has been at the center of a conflict of interest allegation. Fosick and another Excelsior Springs resident raised questions last year about an AstroTurf contract. The district spent more than $35,000 hiring an attorney to investigate the deal. This final report found no evidence of any conflict of interest, but the district would not answer any questions about this report either. I'm investigator Melissa Yeager, 41 Action News.
And if you have something for our investigators to look into, you can contact them through Twitter or email the team at investigators@kshb.com.